Hello everyone, this is DavidViadel23 and welcome to the Mandrago's Cave. Today we are gonna be learning how to draw expressions. This is a video belonging together with this playlist that we have here in the channel called Learn How to Draw that I'm gonna be putting here, okay? So for all of you starting in the world of drawing, wanting to learn a little bit on how to draw characters, I created this playlist where I'm explaining the very basics. So at home, just with pencil, paper, pen, you can practice. And all of these obviously can be developed as you practice more and more up to any level that you want, hyper realistic even if you want. Here in the channel I do cartoony type of characters, so I always try to do the characters in this style. So because this is expressions, there is a single video in the channel, the video that I started this playlist about drawing, explaining how to draw faces. I'm gonna put this one here because you should watch that one before watching this one. You can watch this one right now as well, but it's nice to have that base to see how to create a basic face, okay? So as we can see, I'm gonna start by doing some, for example, shapes. Let's say here some basic shapes. Let's say maybe with 3 shapes I could start. I think maybe I should go for the same type of face. These are the steps that when we are drawing faces I always do, in the circle, the triangle, the cross in the middle, but you have all of that information in that video. So something very important when drawing faces is like the old Disney cartoonists or the old filmmakers, Hanna-Barbera as well, you know Warner Bros, Disney, all of these cartoonists, they used to have a mirror on the desk, so you could mimic the expression that you wanted to do. So I invite you to grab a small mirror that you may have around. I invite you to maybe, how we have nowadays all of us phones, to put the phone in front of you and show yourself there. So look at your face in the camera to see how your face is gonna be moving. Your eyebrows are very important for this. The eyes are communicating a lot, so you need to see what type of character you want to design. Last week we learned how to brainstorm, so all of these pieces of the process, if you put them together, you can create very nice characters. So if we think about it in terms of eyebrows, for example, okay, let's try to do the same face more or less, and we will see that I'm just gonna do basic eyes, just as a circle like this. Just by placing the eyebrows like this, we can make an upset character or a very irritated character. Just by making the eyebrows like this, it can be surprise, okay? Just maybe doing like this, it can be a very sad character. Oh, I'm sorry about this, or I'm very affected about this. So you need to, as I'm talking to you and I'm drawing these mini expressions, I am making faces myself. So it's really nicely interesting to see all of these things. So when animating, for example, if you end up going through the path of animating as well, it's very good to record yourself doing the action that you want to animate, because there are some movements that you may be doing by walking that it is not recognized and you don't have them in mind. For example, this is the same, okay? You may be thinking, oh, I'm doing this with my face and I am only moving the eyebrows, but it is actually not only the eyebrows. For example, is the nose maybe here a little bit as well, you know, is the face, maybe the cheekbones are a little bit moving here as well. So you need to be able to see references. With internet, you can find references as well. You can put some upset faces on Google and try to draw them as well, simplified like this, any kind of expression. But I think it is more convenient, it is easier for you, you don't need extra technology if you just have a mirror on your desk so you can see yourself and try to be funny and try to be upset and try to be sad so you feel more the character. Okay, so as you can see, with the same expression, let's say, the same features, like we see two tiny circles for the eyes, tiny nose, tiny mouth here. By changing only the eyebrows is affecting this, okay? I am not gonna be bothering about hair or anything like this right now with this, because I just want you to understand that this is very important, okay? Obviously always talking from the perspective of cartoony. Here, if you want to develop it more, obviously you will go into details with the eyes, the eyebrows and everything. It can have multiple shapes. If you go even more cartoony, for example, like Rob Rucci in One Piece, you can do some kind of finely pointy design like this, that is gonna be even emphasizing more that the character is a very upset character, a very evil character, something that is always with the face like very contorted like this. So you need to explore all of these situations. For example, let's now go into maybe a little bit more of detail. Let's say that I have a face like this, and I wanna add a little bit of, details, the neck, here a little bit of clothing as well, and let's say that my guy here is gonna be surprised by something, for example. So I'm trying to do the eyes as well, like when I'm drawing this and I'm like, oh my god, you watch something very surprising on TV, or you are walking around and you find a wild animal in the way going back home and you're like, oh wow. So obviously your mouth is kind of rounding, your eyes are opening, you can feel it in your skull how your eyes are opening, you feel your eyebrows as well, like oh my god, something like this. No, let's say, like, for example, just for the sake of adding a little bit of tone here, but you see, so we can have an expression like this. Okay, I'm drawing very tiny as well, so we can have multiple examples. Let's say that I don't know, for whatever reason you were having an argument with someone, no, and you are talking very, very, very heated argument, very upset, and then you end up being, for example, we play with the mouth as well to create this kind of emphasizing the shape of upset or sad, okay, like this, and then we play with the idea of maybe doing like this. Okay, for example, and then we add some hair as well. Always trying to, with your face, trying to make that expression. You will notice slowly that as you go doing this exercise, you will see yourself unconsciously doing the face that you're trying to draw. Okay, for example, now I want to be, for example, like this one we said, I'm going to be sad. Okay, so I am going to be drawing this. We do the ears a little bit as well. As you can see, I'm just being very easy going. I'm not going into details of making everything perfect. I just want you to understand the concept of what we are drawing here, okay? So here, we have here, and then when you are sad, maybe, the eyebrows are very like this, in this position. The eyes are very close, maybe a little bit more close, like this. You are very sad, and let's do, for example, the hair in this one is gonna be different, for example. Okay, something like this. This is all about exploring. You can go into more detail. For example, let's try to do another surprise face, but this time a little bit more with details, for example, like this. We can play with this like that, and then we can follow the lines of the nose, for example, and then continue the details of the character. How do you want the character to start being alive, for example. Okay, you want maybe the hair to have a little bit of volume like this, for example, and slowly we are trying to see what's happening here, no? The expression sheet, that is, it is a paper, okay, this page, let's say, it is very important in character design. As we go doing these small exercises, very easy exercises, you will see that as you follow everything, you will learn the basic steps to create your own character and your own character presentation. Basically, when you deliver for a company, let's say, a character design, let's put, for example, something like League of Legends is going to contact you as a freelance character artist in 2D, that you draw in traditional, you draw in any kind of digital software like Photoshop, for example, or Procreate, and it's gonna say, hey, I need a character with these conditions, it's gonna be one of my champions for my new video game, and I want you to explore the idea. Okay, so what you will do is, around the information that they are giving you, that they need a character, for example, for Ionia, for example, or for any other territory. So you will explore that in a brainstorm, you will explore that area, the components, the clothing, the faces, the expression, how the characters behave and everything, if they are more peaceful, more aggressive and everything, and start bombarding your page with scribbles like we've done in the previous video, that I'm going to be putting here as well. And slowly you will do some faces, some exploration of faces, some exploration of bodies, all of the things that we've been trying to explore here in this playlist. And when you have clear how your character is going to look, what are you going to be finalizing, okay, this is going to be my final character, then one of your pages that you are going to have to send together with a couple of extra pages that we will go slowly seeing all of this, is going to be this one. So this one, you are going to draw the character. Let's say this is going to be our guy, for example. He's going to have like a little bit of decoration here. Maybe it's going to have some sort of, I don't know, like this. Maybe it's going to have a mustache because whatever reason, okay. The hair can be a little bit longer like this. As you can see, this one I'm going a little bit more into detail, more into thoughtful, maybe hair like this flowing. Maybe this could be some sort of warrior, some sort of noble knight type of character, or maybe we want to add some armor for him at some point, but we are focusing only in expressions, okay, in this video today. But as you can see, we are giving already a little bit of context. By doing this with surprise face, with upsetness face, we are going to try to do here in the middle as well, because we have time and space to do it, and we are going to try to say that here he's surprised. Maybe you can add a little bit of this comic-y kind of, ooh, something happened, he noticed someone running in front of him, and he's like, ooh, oh, what is going on here? So I need to reach to that point, no? For example, I am raising my eyebrows here at home while I'm doing this drawing, for example, okay? And then we have this kind of circle, and then another circle. I've been doing this kind of more round type of face, okay? But we see the big nose as well, like this. And then I want to say, okay, so my guy has realized, for example, that this woman or this guy or this kid that was running in front of him is being chased by a wild beast, for example, like a mythical, monstrous, horrendous creature that is evil, okay, because the context of the story, okay. In this example that we've been given from League of Legends, for example, this creature is evil, no? So we are gonna try to make him here, you see, like this. Like he is focused here, doing the expression. He's very determined, he's very upset because he needs to save this woman, he needs to destroy this creature, he needs to cleanse this area of the territory, for example. So maybe while we are doing all of these things as well, you can accompany some kind of effects, like you are gonna say, okay, my main focus of doing this character is doing the eyebrows, so everything is pointing to the middle. Even the mustache can be pointing like this here as well to emphasize a little bit that expression. We can do some other extra lines for micro elements here as well, and then we can say, ooh, this is gonna be animated. This is going to be in a video game, and there's going to be a power around him, maybe like in Dragon Ball, like an aura around him, like in League of Legends as well. All these VFX, maybe the hair is going to be wild, and you want to do this kind of flowing effect around him, okay, because he's very upset, okay, like this. Instead of being down, like, ooh, surprise, normal state, I'm gonna be doing this hair because he is very upset, and he has some sort of aura, some sort of energy within him that he can show it in a way externally, in external way, okay. So I'm doing this, okay, because he's very upset, let's say, okay. Now for whatever reason, so this is what you will have. Maybe you end up having maybe like 12, 16 of these in a page, clean. You will do probably 100, 200, trying to find which one is the best, because let's say I'm gonna put you an example in One Piece. Roronoa Zorro in One Piece, when he's worried, he's not gonna be doing the same face like Chopper when Chopper is worried, okay? There are two different types of characters. Zorro is more serious, so his features are gonna be more probably realistic. Chopper is more cartoony, okay? So Chopper is gonna be more funny, more chibi, so everything is gonna change, because the character main expressions can be, to simplify it like this, basically, with the eyebrows, playing with the eyebrows. When you go into the character, that's what we are doing here now, with this kind of knight. You need to see how the character is, what is the background of the character, how is he gonna cry, how is he gonna laugh, okay? Let's say, for example, I've done my character with this, my character upset, and then let's think, for example, that my guy here, my knight, for whatever reason, obviously always within the cartoony, he got into the pub, he is in the inn with some other adventurers, he's drinking or whatever, and he had a little bit too much of drink, so maybe he's extra happy, and he is like this. He's very happy, he's even crying, for example. When my character is gonna cry because he is happy, it's gonna be something like this. The mustache is gonna be like this, okay. And then we find again the hair here to draw our knight, okay. So always try to keep in mind that when you do this character expression sheet, you need to understand the character, okay. Maybe your character is not gonna be a character that is gonna be laughing, but it can be useful. It will be useful for the person who is hiring you to do this design, that you do maybe a couple of drawings of the character laughing, okay. So you can focus, let's say, with Zorro, with the seriousness, with the strictness, with upset faces, with focused faces. And at the beginning in One Piece, for example, Zorro was laughing quite a lot. Nowadays, I think I only seen him laughing as such when he reunites with Luffy in Wano. Apart from that, he's always very strict and very focused and very serious. So, expression sheet of him here, it will be in that line, okay. For any kind of video game, story, like a movie, animation movie, things like series, any kind of project, you will be able to find online. If you put the name of the character and expression sheet, you will need you will probably see a lot of examples, you will see a lot of lore about it, and most of the time you can do these pages individual. You can have a page only with faces. Sometimes as well you will see a full presentation that where maybe the character is doing his main or her main pose or his main attack, let's say, and there is a couple of faces, key faces, because those are the main faces that you're gonna see with him all the time. Maybe there is a weapon drawn on the side because this one is using, I don't know, a long sword, or is using a gun, is using an axe. So key points of the character. Maybe the character has a companion. This one, for example, can have like a tiny bird, and you can draw the tiny bird as well with him. So for the sake of the expression, all of these things you need to explore, okay? As you can see here, the eyebrows, the face, the nose, okay? Something in this line. Let's say that maybe he's not going to be laughing like this, maybe because he is a knight and he's more contained within himself, like Zorro, okay? Let's say he maybe, let's draw him like this, okay? Maybe he is not going to be drawing like this, smiling like this. He wants to, you want to do like the eyebrows like this, like he's going to be more determined type of face. I am actually trying to do this type of face right now. He's looking, for example, at us, at the screen, like this. And he is a little bit like this, you know. He's like a happy guy. He just saw a nice, he's seen a nice scene, and he's happy that the woman is safe. She's running, the kid, the man that he just saved, he's running to his family, for example, to her family, and he's just proud. He's just proud of himself. Here, you see. For example, this is just examples. This is all about exploration. This is all about you there at home, sitting with your pencils, with your paper. You try to see how my character is going to behave in specific situations, okay? And then create this page, okay? This page. And as you can see, as I go exploring him by drawing him like this first, then like this, how I'm trying to refine him a little bit more, and it's being easier to my hand to draw his face, okay? Maybe I want to change the hair. The hair is not going to be opening like this. Maybe I want to do it like this because it sits more interestingly for me on the face, in my opinion, like this, okay? Maybe he's gonna have a little bit of beard, okay? When you do this exploration of characters before you find the final one, you will never find the final face in the first round. You may be a couple of days working with the same character to find his face. It's gonna be mustache. Yes, I want to draw a mustache, but what type of mustache? It's gonna be this one, it's gonna be long, it's gonna be like a beard, it's gonna be like sideburns. What is gonna be? Okay, it's gonna have like this type of beard underneath, it's gonna be just completely shaved. What about the neck? It's gonna have thick neck like this, it's gonna have maybe thin like this one, depending on the character. What type of hair it's gonna have as well, different type of hairs, like if it is gonna be like more with volume like this, or it's gonna be more straight, or if it's gonna be like an afro hair, or if it's gonna be bald. You need to explore how your character is gonna look and why, okay? Depending on the territory. If it is for X, Y, and Z tribe, they have this type of haircut, and all of them have the same haircut, but in different instances, okay? So that's something to explore as well. So at the end of the day, you may have, let's say, 4, 5 pages with, I don't know, 10 faces of the same character, but exploring how it's going to be. You are going to choose, oh, I'm going to choose this one here, because I like how he looks, I like the expression, I like how maybe this is his natural state of my character, okay? and then I want to explore from here more iterations of surprise, more iterations of upset. Maybe he's not going to be getting upset like this. He's going to be getting upset, like, for example, even more cartoon. Like he's going to be maybe like doing eyes like this, you know, pushing the cartoon aspect of this. Like he's going to get very, very upset. This is something as well that you see a lot in manga, for example, okay? So our guy is here, and the hair is flowing like fire, okay? For example. This is just me trying to play around a little bit and explore. You don't even see the pupils here, maybe, or you only see like a small dot here to emphasize that he is on fire, basically, okay? This is just even more cartoony. You need to have like a limit on how cartoony your character is gonna be, depending on the project that you're gonna be working. In One Piece, in something manga, you can go very far in the cartoony sense of that sometimes the mouth is overflowing, going outside of the face, because it's so surprised that it is extending, like Bugs Bunny, for example, like Mickey Mouse, for example, okay, they are doing a lot of stretch and squash. Another day we can talk about this and how the head and the face is kind of elastic and moving to adapt all these things. Then there are, for example, other series, other projects that your character is going to be looking a little bit more realistic, even if it is cartoon, and when he is surprised, everything is contained within the face. It is more human-like, more realistic. And all of this obviously can be applied as well to monsters, can be applied to animals as well. Another day we can do monsters, another day we can do animals. Today we are doing just this guy, like some sort of a knight, okay? In another video as well we can talk about the body. I have explained how to draw bodies here. I have explained how to draw line of action as well. So with these small videos together, you can end up having your nice character. It will be interesting as well if we explore one of these days, weapons. For example, we can do his weapon. It's going to be a sword. How is this sword? Okay, so I think for today, this is a basic introduction, easy. You can slow down the video if I am talking too fast. I'm trying to talk always slow, so you can understand all the steps. Feel free to ask any kind of question here in the comment section. I am a teacher, I am a lecturer, I have studied art, so I can try to answer in the best way I can answer for you. I can try to help, okay? And do not give up. Sometimes there are characters that we start, animals that we start, environments that we start, that is just for practice. It leads us nowhere in terms of having a final product, but the exploration part of it, the sketch part of it, it is necessary if you wanna do art. Any type of art. Here we are drawing, but in music as well. You can create music, create songs, and you will, you know, explore multiple versions of the song until you find that song. If you want to paint, you may start a painting, okay, in a canvas, and the canvas is going to be evolving until after, I don't know, 20 hours, 50 hours, any hours that you want to put in the project, it's going to be having a completely different look that it's going to be looking, that it was looking yesterday, for example, okay? So this is the same. You are using traditional, then you can feel free to mark or take a picture of this and select these faces that you like and put it in another paper. Or if you actually don't want to use the rest of the faces, you can cut. Sometimes I do this, I have a bigger paper, and then I cut the ones that I like, the ones that I prefer, and I select them all, okay, from different 4, 5, 6 pages. I cut 2 from here, 1 from here, none from another one, 5 from another one, and I put them together in a bigger page, all like a collage, and then I say, ooh, this is very interesting, and then from another page I have the body, I put the body. This you can do it as well in Photoshop, in the computer, and it's as well, you don't do a mess at home, but I think we touched a little bit of the basics. We can always elaborate further with expressions, and we can always here as well, maybe when When I have touched all of the main points with drawing faces, drawing bodies, and etc., maybe we can do our own character here as we go, okay? You can copy it like I'm doing, or you can do your own with me here as well, okay? That can be very interesting as well. As I said, any question that you may have, just drop it here in the comment section. Every artist has his own way of working. Every teacher has his own way of explaining, and this is how I do my characters. But as you progress, as you learn from this video, from another video that you watch online, from a school, from a movie, from a documentary, from anything, and from practice obviously, you will find your own way of working, okay? The way that you like more, or the way that it works better for you. I have a sketchbook playlist as well that I'm gonna be putting here as well. If you wanna see how I do sketchbooks, how I practice, those are drawings that you will not see much on Instagram or on YouTube, because this is just exploration. It is not a final product that I put online for you to see. This is just me drawing in my free time, but that is helpful as well. You can have a sketchbook only with faces. You can have a sketchbook only about horror, okay? Frankenstein, Dracula, zombies, only about hobbits, for example, because you are doing a project related to Lord of the Rings, or you are illustrating a book in Lord of the Rings topic, and you wanna have a twist in the traditional style for the hobbits, or you are gonna be working for a new Lord of the Rings movie, like we have now Rings of Power, and you have been in charge of creating the new hobbits or the new dwarves. How are you gonna make them to stand out from the rest? What is gonna be your brand in this case? Okay, so all of this, it can be very helpful. Okay, so I think we finished for today. I'm gonna sign here on the bottom. This is DavidViadel23, DavidViadel23. You can say it as you want, and this is the mantra. Okay. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was helpful. And as I said, ask any questions in the comment section. Check the other videos of the playlist. Draw and do mistakes. Practice non-stop, and slowly you will be able to improve your drawing skills. There is no such thing as I have no clue or I have no skills for drawing. Here with this playlist we can work on that, and you can improve 100%. Okay, thank you very much, and see you in the next one. Bye.